is In Demand, Scotland's biggest evening show.
Let's hear it.
And it's a busy time for you right now, Jessie. We've spoken.
It is
spoke
really
about
busy,
the
yeah.
Voice. You want to go international this year, do more travelling this year. What about your time, your personal time? Do you have much of that?
Honestly,
Yeah.
no.
How many days off do you get? Not in a week, over a period of time.
I don't often get days off. I get like I'll finish at 5 and then start at midday the next day. So it's like an early evening. So I actually get time to like. That sounds really weird, doesn't it? Because most of the time it is literally like you work until 1 a.m. and then you get up at 6 o'clock the next day. But right now I don't think I've got a day off for 3 weeks. I'm working every day, but I take my vitamins. I get my rest. I eat well. I look after myself, and I can do it.
That must be a pretty important thing as well, because people.
Oh, yeah.
We see you everywhere all the time.
Yeah.
We read about you being everywhere all the time. How do you keep going? Is it
Sometimes
living a
you
healthy
don't.
lifestyle?
Sometimes you can't help but get a cold and flu and food poisoning, and it's really hard because it's really hard to get the balance right, because in a normal job, like say if you worked in a school, the amount of people that take days off all the time and go sick, if I take a day off, I'm having a nervous breakdown. No, I've just got a cold, or I'm vomiting, or I can't, I can't physically perform, and that's what's tough about it, is that you are under pressure to always be healthy, because there are days in your diary that people have been looking forward to for months, and that for you it's it's what I mean. So it's really hard when the fans feel that it's personal, but you can't ever decide when you're sick. So I literally have sacrificed so much in my life where I don't really get to see my friends that much. I don't go out very often because I want to stay healthy while I'm working, and I think it's important, but I also sometimes do need to let my hair down and stay up late and
are you a girl that prefers nights in with your mates when you get the time off, or would you go for a big night out to let your hair down?
It depends. Honestly, it really depends. I mean, sometimes I'm like, I want to go out and I want to, stay up all night, and I wear flat shoes so I can dance the night away, and I'll get so sweaty that my extensions fall out. It gets crazy.
Happens. Has an eyelash ever
Yeah.
fallen off?
Oh yeah. Fully
I
just
find that
hanging
quite
off.
funny when
That's
girls
the
are talking
funniest
to you
thing.
and it's flapping
And it's
up
like,
and down.
and it's
The eyelash
and it's
half
attached
off.
to their eyebrow. Yeah. Or I love cooking, so I like having friends over and cooking and watching a DVD and chilling and talking. The one thing that's I think very apparent in my life, and I always say this to my friends, they're like, let's go out, let's catch up. You can't really catch up in a club.
Yeah, that's true.
So
just come round, I'll cook
just
dinner.
come round, we can have a chat, we can all have a heart to heart and a little cry, and and laugh and talk about boys and cool girly stuff.
And,
and do a facial and dye our eyebrows. That's what me and my friends do. We all dye our eyebrows. Is
What,
that
for a
weird?
night in? That's it.
I started it. I dye my eyebrows because my hair's very light blonde. Like it's like a dark. I said light blonde. I meant dark blonde. Blonde is light. But I dye my eyebrows because they're really light. So when I started doing it, my friends were like, I want to do it. So now we all sit there looking like Helga from Hey Arnold.
So what did you just dye it a normal colour, or have you ever gone?
I dye mine black.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So you've never had a few and then said, right, come on, let's dye our eyebrows pink, or
We
anything
could
like that.
do, but I don't know how that would look.
No, yeah.
Like,
Yeah, after I said that, I thought that might be a bit daft.
what, if you ever see me with blue eyebrows, who started
Yeah, but what's
it.
happened the night,
Yeah.
the night before. So you don't drink when you go out, or you don't drink?
I do
Right,
drink. You know
okay.
what? It's so funny because when you're first starting out, people always pick up on things and they exaggerate it. I've never said that I don't ever drink. I'm not someone that's like anti-drinking. I've just always said that I don't use it as my confidence tool. I don't drink every day. I don't really drink very often, but I have a glass of wine. Like I have a cocktail and I go out with my friends, and that's okay. It's fine if it's the odd one. It's just, as an artist, that's not really my thing. That's all it is. That's simply how it started, and it got kind of blown out of.
But you've got to respect. I respect you for that, because, like you said earlier on about keeping your health and working so much, not having time off, you can't really
Alcohol's
afford.
very acid based, and I'm seeing this as, it sounds really silly, but first thing you do when you go see a voice doctor and your voice is tired, the first thing they say is stop drinking.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really ever drink anyway. Like I'll have a shandy. Honestly, I'm
I like a wee shandy.
I love a cold shandy.
Oh, lager tops.
Oh yeah, in the summertime.
Yeah.
Shandy
Oh,
or
let's
Pimm's,
crack
a week
one open
Pimm's. Yeah, but they'll always say, and it's basically like dipping your fingers. As a piano player, you wouldn't dip your fingers in acid. and alcohol does that to your voice. It will wear it. So that's all it is. But I do have a drink, and I don't want to feel like if I do sometimes feel like if I have a glass of wine, everyone's like, she said she doesn't drink. No, I didn't. I didn't say it.
Moderation.
But yeah, of course, always, everything.
And what about time? You said you don't get much of a chance to see your friends, or any time you do. What about fitting in other parts of living a normal life? Friends, family, love life. How does that all work? Do you get time to have relationships, see people? Yeah, I do. I mean, not really. I mean, I'm single at the moment, and I'm so busy, you know. And I think that, I'll be honest, I think when you're a girlfriend, you want to be a good girlfriend. Yeah. And at the moment, I'd probably be a bit of a crap girlfriend because I'd never be there. And there's always people around me, and it's at the moment it's crazy busy. So I'm focusing on my career, but I'm definitely one day going to get married and have kids. Wow. Yeah, of course I will. What, anytime soon? Have you put a time on that? I have, but I'm going to keep it in my mind. Right, because you can't, otherwise it becomes like a thing, and it doesn't always happen like that, you know. Before
you can have your dreams.
Or after the 3-0?
I don't know.
That's
how old are you?
I'm 25.
Are you? And do you want to get married and have kids?
No, not right now. Okay. So...
Not right now.
That wasn't an offer, was it?
No, but do you want to get married?
What are you doing in half an hour?
No, but I mean, like, again, like, not right now, but obviously one day.
Yeah, one day. Yeah. It's the plan. Special today, Jessie, is the Jubilee.
It is.
Is that 60 years of the Queen we celebrate? Is that what, something like that? Yes. 60 years. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a good few years anyway. She's celebrating 60 years, we think, on the throne. When you reached that period in the career, whether it's 60 years from now or whatever, that far down the line, what would you like to look back and say, yep, I'm glad I achieved that? What would you like to have done?
I just want people to remember that I could sing, and that I did what I wanted to do, and I was who I was, and I always want people to always think of me and have a smile on their face. That's all.
Okay, so that's the one thing.
Yeah.
Brilliant. And if you were Queen for a day, if you're in charge of this country,
no.
What would you were sitting on your throne.
I've been asked this question, and the last time I was asked it, I said, if I was the Queen for the day, I'd wear a cagoule and wellies and I don't know why I'd said that. Okay. So maybe I should say something a bit more...
Would you like to change something in the country? Would you like to introduce something? Get something done differently?
If I was Queen for the day, I would reopen all the youth clubs across the UK that they've closed down. Okay. Because I think it's really important that that's something that's brought back, because... You know, the youth of today needs somewhere to hang out.
And would you do that wearing the welly boots and the rest of the...
Oh yeah, wearing a cagoule and wellies, obviously. Brilliant. And a matching bag.
And would you have a crown on?
I'd have like a purple rinse.
Nice, I like it. Jessie J, in demand for Bank Holiday Monday. We've heard your British voice, we've heard a whole load of your favourite voices. And back in January of this year, we recorded a special in-demand gig you did for us at the legendary Cavern Club in Liverpool.
Cavern Club, I'm now like a gold honoured member.
Yeah, you're on the wall in there.
I've got a little card that I can go there whenever I want for the next 25 years.
VIP access.
Amazing.
Q-skip.
Yeah.
Brilliant. There you go. And we recorded an amazing gig. That was a special gig for you.
It was very stripped back, and it was the first like stripped back gig I'd done in a while. I'd done a lot of arenas and like travelled a lot and done massive, and it's really nice to go back down to the smaller venues and really being able to look at the crowd and see the fans, and yeah, it was really fun.
Well, we're going to replay that next. Listen, Jessie, it's been great to have you back on In Demand.
Thank you.
I know that we'll see you very soon.
Yeah, definitely.
See you at tea in the park, I believe.
See you at tea in the park.
Yeah, see you at tea with the wellies. Jessie J, In Demand, thank you very much. And we've got that Cavern Club gig next.
This is In Demand.